Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pushtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Punyavadi Pashyata Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Mukam Karoti Vacharam Param Giri Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Guru Devata Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 28. This is a doer in mode of ignorance. So from the flow we understand now this what Krishna is explaining now, like the action, doer, everything is part of karma. When you do something, that's karma yoga, right? So your attachments to the results or non-attachment to the results or not understanding what is in scripture. So all this is part of karma yoga. So here Krishna also wants to indicate that when you do karma by your body or your mind or intelligence, there is going to be different type of doers, and they will be doing different types of activities according to their modes. So of course there remains a open point, like, or a point which is not concluded, how they can be delivered in different modes. So still there is more about after this. There is also Jnana Yoga, right? If you remember from first chapter to sixth chapter, it was like Jnana Yoga, then Ashtanga Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga. So Karma Yoga is now discussing, and then Jnana Yoga. So apart from the body, senses and everything, we also have mind and intelligence. So still that has not come. So that has to come. So let us see the shloka first. Ayuktaha prakritaha stabdaha
Ayuktaha prakritaha stabdaha
Shatho Naishkrutiko alasaha
Sato naiskritiko alasaha
Vishadi Dirga Sutri cha
Vishadi dirgha sutri cha
Karta Tamasa Uchyate.
Karta tamasa uchyate.
So
Ayuktaha prakritaha stabdaha Sato naikristiko alashaha Vishadi dirgha sutri cha Karta tamasa uchyate.
Ayukta prakrita stabdaha sato naiskritiko lasaha visadi dirga sutri cha karta tamasa uchyate.
okay, translation and purport. The worker who is always engaged in work against the injunctions of the scripture, who is materialistic, obstinate, cheating, and expert in insulting others, and who is lazy, always morose, procrastinating, is said to be a worker in the mode of ignorance. Purport. In the scriptural injunctions, we find what sort of work should be performed, what sort of work should not be performed. Those who do not care for those injunctions engage in work not to be done, and such persons are generally materialistic. They work according to the modes of nature, not according to the injunctions of the scriptures. Such workers are not very gentle, and generally they are always cunning and expert in insulting others. They are very lazy, even though they have some duty, they do not do it properly and they put it aside to be done later on. Therefore, they appear to be morose. They procrastinate, and anything which can be done in an hour, they drag it for years. Such workers are situated in mode of ignorance. So very strong statements by Srila Prabhupada also, but it's according to the statements by Krishna. Like I can also relate to this verse, because yesterday's verse also was like passion. but still we know, like, I'm attached to the results. I get happy or I'm sad. Uh, so I can understand that, okay, my activities are many times in mode of passion. But here also we can relate. Like sometimes if you are working in office or at home also, we do this alasa. We are lazy in doing the activities. So generally in the Vedic culture, the people or any varna, though he Shudra or Brahman or Vaishya or Kshatriya, they are very prompt in doing the actions. So if certain activities to be done today, they immediately do it. They don't waste time. Uh, but this Kali Yuga or our situation is that, okay, I'm supposed to do certain activity, but I try to drag it. I will do it tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow. So that activity cannot be avoided, but I try to drag it. And that type of nature, when we start dragging the activities, not completing the activities, or just delaying the activities, is actually ignorance. We can understand this. Means I also understand this, that okay, I'm going into mode of ignorance because very simple is like, if office I may have work, okay, I need to do certain work, but I say, okay, not today, I will do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow again I will say, okay, forget it, now it's already, I have done so much work, I will do it a day after tomorrow. So this type of dragging is actually a sign of ignorance. So you are supposed to do it, but you are not doing this. And even if you start to do it, you are very morose, you are not enthusiastic to do that activity. Uh, Even if that is your responsibility, you try to be just, okay, I will do because I have to do, I will do, but without any sincerity or enthusiasm or determination, you do that activity. Hmm. So all this is sign of mode of ignorance. And also ayuktaha, without referring to any scriptures. So the activities which are recommended not to be done. It's a wrong sentence, I think. Activities that should not be done. That's what scripture says. Those activities will be done. And that is the sign of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, in there are so many activities which are not prescribed in the scriptures, but that is a regular practice, and that many people do as a normal practice without thinking anything. So those type of activities are increasing day by day, and you cannot control them. It's beyond our control, and we also get impacted by those activities, but it's nothing can be done. So we have to tolerate. So all these activities and this type of situation is actually in mode of ignorance, where because of this way, uh, and also like cheating propensity to the other person, and giving wrong information, like misguiding the next person with some internal motives for yourself. You misguide the other people, you misuse the other people's. This is all mode of ignorance, where you are attached to the results and attached to yourself. So you try to uh, use the other people, create problems for them. So it's like this is sign of mode of ignorance. And I think, at least for myself, I know I go into these modes many times in the office work. If you don't have an interest in doing particular work, or if you think that this work is too troublesome to do, uh, so I try to renounce it. So that renunciation is also in mode of passion and ignorance. And even if I renounce it today, I cannot avoid it tomorrow. So tomorrow I have to do. So actually, my action of renouncing today is completely ignorance, because I know I have to do that activity, but I try to avoid it today. So that's wrong. It's against your dharma and duty. So this type of things happen many times. At least I remember in my case. But at house also we have certain responsibilities, and there are expectations from family members, And many times we don't do those activities, even if it is expected. Just because we say, okay, this is my family, even if I don't do it today, they will understand. So it's okay. I don't do it. So that is also a type of delaying, avoiding. So that is also ignorance. So what Krishna is telling, that the activity done without any attachment, with full enthusiasm, with full determination, is mode of goodness. So uh, those type of activities, we are generally motivated when we do something that I like. But Krishna is expecting that even if you like or don't like, you should be enthusiastic to do your duty and do it with full sincerity. Otherwise, you are in mode of passion and ignorance. And this is a common mode in the Kali Yuga. But we should try to, once we understand this, okay, I am in mode of ignorance, at least we try to correct ourselves by doing the activity more systematically or more efficiently. uh, and when you change your attitude, like avoiding or dragging, you try to change it and be little bit systematic and do the activities. Actually, you feel good, you feel peaceful, because you do your activities, and then your mind becomes free. And when the mind is free, then actually something spiritual can be done. But if you drag so many things for long, and so many things are in your mind and intelligence, you cannot operate actually. So that is also ignorance. So in any case, this type of behavior is not good for our mental peace also, which impacts the devotional service. So we should not do it. So here Krishna completes the three types of doers. Now Krishna will go to the subtle elements. What about the intelligence? What about our thoughts? Are they also in mode of passion? How my intelligence will work? So because my intelligence is required for Gyan Yoga, right? So Karma Yoga is done, but Gyan, what about Gyan Yoga? How the Gyan Yoga will work. So Krishna will explain about those in the next verses. So we'll see it from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So any comments? Anything anybody would like to share? If nothing, we can close today and we'll see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Thank you.